sir! It's a bulldozer! Bulldozer! Over here! The bulldozer's down!
Police are mobilizing another assault. The party starts in 30 seconds.
Thanks.
In a decade, a lot of things changed. If you take a look at an old phone from 2011 and compare it to a modern smartphone in 2020, you will notice how far it's better. Life is improving, and if we don't keep up, we will deprive ourselves from new technology's benefits. However, there are things that never change, like human being feelings and best thoughts, simply because changing those things will change what we are. Oh, come on, man! I am tired from this shit philosophy. Just stick to the fucking title. I have things to do, man. Alright, since my last video about Apex Legends covering prediction error issue, which you can learn more about here, some of my friends have requested me to cover our old favorite game, Payday the Heist, that we didn't find a replacement for it yet. So today's video is going to be about whether you should play this old game in this modern world.
But this is a personal opinion. But if you read it, I am not responsible for any consequences that may happen to you.
With all of that out of the way, let's get into it. If you heard about PD2 title, I mean, who doesn't? There's something we call the older version of this game, the version 1. And because it's an older version that no longer have any support since 2014, and because that Payday the Heist is even more expensive, a lot, if not all of you, will go ahead and pick Payday 2 in order to get this nice support. Payday 2 and Payday the Heist are not the same game, even if they share the same idea and some characters, but gameplay is way different.
Payday 2 is a fair rich game. It has endless amount of possible customizations. It has too many characters, many weapons, many mods, and even too many skills in an endless amount of fists. You can play stealth or you can go crazy loud.
So in general, you are very free in this game. Sounds interesting, huh?
Hey, hold on a second. Are you telling me that Payday 2 is a great game now? You have always been the one who say Payday 2 sucks. What happens now?
Okay, let me explain now why you should not play Payday 2 really. Let me start by poor game engine.
Man, who the fuck cares about game engine?
Oh wait, you should care. I'll just explain in a second. If you are playing a game, then you really care about how well it can perform on your PC. You are not gonna play with horrible stutters. That's not fun. I mean, come on, even you have to admit that. If you want to play this game without stutters, you need a modern high-speed processor. And I don't mean 6 cores, 12 threads, 12 cores, or 24 threads, or bloody 32 threads, but I mean very fast core, and that requires spending around $300 for that, just to play this game in a decent frame rates, without these damn stutters.
Wait, are you telling me that such an old game from 2013 requires a modern CPU in 2020? How is that even possible?
Glad you asked. Here comes the next problem, which is poor optimization on every added content, leading to more single-threaded performance requirements. I mean, players won't like how their game is becoming slower and more problematic over time. In other words, game has become more demanding over time, while the new added content themselves are not really that impressive. The performance loss we pay is much more horrific. Even the GPU load has increased, while graphics are still poor.
Wait, are you saying that the developers are the problem?
No, I mean, maybe not. Maybe that the engine that game built on is the problem.
Okay, look, I understand that this shit needs a fast PC, but for me, I don't care. If the game is good, I'll buy the best fucking PC in the world and play it.
Well, not quite a good idea, because if you have a modern PC, why would you play a poor casual game from 2013?
Man, you already say it. I can remind you.
Payday 2 is a very rich game. It has endless amount of possible customizations. It has too many characters, many weapons, many mods, and even too many skills in an endless amount of fists. You can play stealth or you can go crazy loud.
If you are a casual gamer who don't care about money and would pay to play anything, and you are searching for premium experience, then this game is not for you. Graphics are poor, sound effects are not at all satisfying, sync is weird, and stealth is very old-fashioned. You certainly need something much more rich than this poor game. You better go and spend your lifetime on something better than this game. There are tons of epic stealth games out there. You don't have to play such an old game to get what you want, as there are a lot of war games that you may enjoy much more than this.
Okay, I get your point. This game is shit. Fuck it. What about Payday the Heist? Isn't that an old shit game too?
Actually, old yes, but shit no. I played both games. I couldn't make Payday 2 graphics better with mods, as I couldn't even make performance better, but I could make Payday the Heist better with a simple graphic remake. Of course that drops the graphic performance a little bit if you have a very old GPU, but simply you have the option to keep it or just remove it. By the way, I'll leave the link for that down, you can try it. Payday the Heist is also built on the same engine of Payday 2, but single core speed requirements are not high at all. I can play it with my modest PC without a single frame drop, even though the game does not play nice if you have a problem in your internet connection. But that is something you can avoid if you only fix your connection issues. And just like PD2, sync is weird, and whenever someone drops in, things go weird. AI reaction time changes. They shoot multiple bullets at once, damaging your health and your view very well. Game will also stutter, but not by a frame drop. Unlike Payday 2, Payday the Heist will make you a better gamer, because combat is a lot decent in this game, and what could matter more than this in FPS game really. Although you don't get more than 9 heists in this game with a very limited weapons and characters, but at least you got a decent game with better sound effects, better graphics, better combat, decent weapons, and even way better performance. You would be surprised how nothing useless in Payday the Heist. Not any weapon, not any deployable or any bonus. Although play style is classic and simple, but hey, that's what most people would enjoy. Complication is not something people would enjoy, especially when developers give you tons of options while very few are considerable, and others just should not be even there. I mean, who would use a dual revolver that have only 24 bullets with less than 1 bullet pickup chance? That won't work on easy to work on harder difficulties. I mean, you get the weapon with very cool skins, but you can't use it. I mainly play competitive games, so that's my opinion, and I'm pretty sure it would be the same for every competitive gamer. If you are one of those who don't care about combat or gameplay and want some fun with extensive graphics, then you should not consider any of those two games.
Man, I heard that nobody plays that shit game anymore. Are you trying to rip me off with the fucking game that no one plays?
Well, you got a point here, honestly. But it's not that bad. You can simply pick one of your friends and play the game with him. It's that simple. Or you can just play for a while and have a new friend that you can play with.
Okay, are we done here? Cause I have a fucking work.
Yes, we are, mate. We are done. Oh, no! Don't forget to check the bell icon, and the like button is down there, you know. I work hard, so do me a favor.